I think brands mainly know what it is they need to do to earn the loyalty of their customers. The things that I think they are faced with in the connected and digital era is, if you like, the changing channels and the changing nature of the channels that, in a sense, have changed the technology skills that they need to have. Loyalty is about trust. Loyalty is about meeting expectations. Loyalty is about people. It always has been, and I don't know the internet is changing that. But what it is doing is giving a new medium through which those relationships are forged or broken. So brands need to be assured that they can take advantage of them, that they're aware of them, that they understand the differing dynamics of them. And what I mean by dynamics is the speed at which things can become an item or an issue and then equally disappear from people's awareness. In the previous era, that took time. You had to put it through a newspaper, through a channel, you gained editorial time perhaps. Now an individual can trigger something on Twitter or Facebook or one of the social media channels, and should the market like it or their peers like it, before a company can even be aware of it, it can become a subject in media. And that can be a positive thing you may want to take advantage of, or a negative thing that you need to manage. Look, I have seen organisations now trying to draw people in to their business model. You've got this concept that pops up from time to time. It hasn't really gone mainstream, but it certainly reappears reasonably regularly, of what they call the prosumer, which is a customer or a consumer that the company recognises through profile of behaviour as someone that is an expert in their product area or an extremely enthusiastic consumer, and is actually a valuable asset to them in the sense that they provide an early validation of good product and an early warning perhaps of product that's not quite right and needs change. So we're starting to see that pop up, and organisations trying to enlist, if you like, both their customers as obviously a business, but also as a mechanism for feeding back into their organisation good and bad return. There is a challenge around environments like Facebook. They don't offer traditional branding mechanisms, many ways of gaining stickiness with their customer. The stickiness really exists between Facebook and the user. And I think we've seen some fairly high-profile companies recently, General Motors springs straight to mind, put their finger on this and actually terminate their relationships. Perhaps not forever, I suspect, probably until they can understand it better and come back with a better model. Or perhaps Facebook needs to come back with a better metrics system. If a company is looking at social media environments like Facebook and has those sorts of, and I think they are valid concerns, they need to think about how to manage that for their brand. For our business as an IT technology company in that space, perhaps those issues are lesser because we are understood by our customers better in that space and vice versa. But perhaps for traditional brands, there are still some things that need to happen in those mediums for them to be able to properly measure the value they're getting out of their investment, and I think that probably lies at the heart. I think the value's there. I think the problem is perhaps in the measuring of